Good evening and welcome once again to the Whiskey Cowboy Live. Today's date is July 3rd, 2024. It is a Wednesday. Day before Independence Day. Independence Day. 4th of July. Hey, there's Laurel. She says, good evening, looks good, sounds good. Not great, looks good, sounds good. Welcome to the show, Laurel. Thank you for the check. Independence Day. They used to do street interviews. I wonder if they're going to do them again tomorrow. She says it's awesome. Thank you. Where they go up and they ask the average American, what does the 4th of July mean? And if they know if it's Independence Day, and then they ask, and who did we get our independence from? And you would be absolutely shocked, or maybe not. The answers and non-answers given. Holy crap! I mean, it's how can you go through? I don't even know. Yeah, I can understand. I can understand. I have phlegmy tonight. I can understand graduating high school and not being able to read. I can understand that. But not knowing what Independence Day is and who we declared independence from, and not just declared, we fought for and won our independence. It was not, oh, we declare this and that's the way it is. It's not like declaring, hey, I'm a dude, but I'm gonna declare that I'm a female, and then the world rolls over and says, yes, my dear lady, you are indeed not just a female, you are a brave and beautiful female. No, we declared our independence, fought for it, and won it. Laurel says, I'm no longer shocked. I've been seeing too many of these street interviews. They don't even know the basics. No, it's terrible. The shit I've forgotten. I've forgotten more than they know. It's like, holy crap. My goodness. Tonight's coffee, cherry pie, New England brand. The missus says that, yeah, it's 4th of July tomorrow. How about cherry pie tonight? Cherry pie company coffee. Coffee. She said, nothing more American than cherry pie. Well, I went with it, but I'm not so sure cherry pie is American. Apple pie isn't American, but America's known for it. Let's see here. Cherry pie origins. Yeah. Yeah, that's British as well. Its first appearance is believed to have been presented to Queen Elizabeth in the 1500s. And Americans brought the pie, and they had a lot of pies. But yeah, apple and cherry, they're both British. Although I would probably wager that we eat more cherry pie and definitely apple pie than they do over in the UK now. I'd wager that would be a quite accurate statement. And I've seen that by other interviews and videos and they've shared quote unquote American food with the people from around the world, to include over in Europe, and British people. And yeah, they don't eat it like we do. But they eat a lot of stuff we don't eat. We eat scones and stuff. I mean, we have scones. I've had scones here, but Laurel says, well, the UK isn't a very big country compared. Yeah, but the size of the country doesn't dictate how many people eat it. I'm talking about per capita. There's more Americans per capita that eat cherry and apple pie than there is in the UK. Yeah, if you just go by raw numbers, probably the United States blows Blows most other countries out of the water for most things. I meant per capita. Yeah, she says per capita, of course. Of course. Of course. I've been doing pretty good off of Facebook restriction. The member count joining the ride is slowly growing again, which is nice. The reach is through the reach is through the moon. The reach is through the moon. And the interaction on the post is very good. It's we're getting now more interaction on the posting there in a few hours than we have gotten months on a lot of posts. It's because it's finally getting seen. so that's good. Let's find out. Let's find out the increase in reach so far. I said I'd keep you updated. The last time I checked, it was 2,000%. That's what it was. 2,000. It was I think it was 1,400%. The last show that I did, which was last Wednesday. So it was a week ago. A week ago. 1.4. I didn't do it Sunday. I had a migraine. Weather. I told people I couldn't post about it. As soon as I post about it, then all the spam bots come in. It's like, no, so I can't use that word. Can't use that word. Okay, let's view all insights. Reach. Any takers on how much my reach has gone up? We're still waiting. Laurel and I are the only ones in the room. We're just here. 3,600%. So 3,600% is what my reach has gone up. The impressions on my page have gone up 948.8%. That's amazing. Content interactions, 392.7%. Let's see what we got the followers here. Each place that I check is different. It says I got 7.3. I don't think I have 7.3. It's going to be rolled in. I think I got 7,260-ish. They're saying 7.3, which means that they're probably mulling over because I get an influx in and then they wait before they totally count them. Oh, Belly, this coffee ain't doing well. Tastes good, though. Yeah, it says I've got 220 followers since last month. So we'll see. We will see. What else we got here? See if my audience has changed. Now it's still 42.4% women, 57.6% men. Age breakdown's the same as it was last time, so that's fine. That is fine. Yep. Yeah, the Biden administration is definitely scrambling now. The Democrat Party is fracturing faster than pissing on a block of ice. It's fracturing. And watching the media and many people in the Democrat Party feigning outrage. Oh my goodness. We did not know this was happening. We did not know that Joe Biden was in mental decline. We did not. Bullshit. You knew it before you ran him. There's leaks from staff saying, yeah, they've been knowing this. They're trying to play it off as a month's issue. It's not. It's a year's issue. And the media, any of them crying out and crying foul and outrage. How dare you? How dare you keep this from us? It's like, it was right there in front of you. You guys reported the actions and then gaslit about what you were showing. They did it worse. You know, you never could have thought that the mainstream media could have done mostly peaceful protests concerning the cities burning down any worse than they're playing defense for Joseph R. Biden. Laurel says they were part of the cover-up. Exactly. They were. They were running defense. Don't believe your eyes. Don't believe your ears. Don't believe anything anybody says, because it's all misinformation. Just look. The left is nothing but misinformation and disinformation, lies, obfuscation, and smokescreens. They are a propaganda machine, spurred on and with the help of the media. And that's not the media's job. The media's job is to report the truth and let the people know. They're supposed to be a neutral arbiter of things. Just push what you saw and then let people decide. The media have abdicated their responsibilities and duties, which is why the private media, the personal media, the media of which the founding fathers made sure was protected in the codification in the Constitution, needs to speak out more. Some of us have. We've been squashed. My voice, my yelling into the wilderness, has been made a whisper and covered up with dirt, smoke, and soot and ashes by the leftist owners of Facebook. So we'll see. We'll see whether or not the voice gets heard. But watching everybody try to spin this still, it's like, you've got to be kidding me. Your party is fracturing. They're disappearing. They're just turning on each other. They don't want to be left holding the bag. Oh my goodness. We didn't know. You knew. Anybody with eyes knew. Well, anyone with eyes, they didn't gouge them out and pour bleach in them. They could see it. It's right there. Oh, don't believe what you see. That's why they came. The cheap fakes. It's amazing how they went from cheap fakes to, oh my God, cheap fakes. No, cheap attempts to cover up by the mainstream media and the liberal establishment. And those other events, galas and shit happening here after the speech, and they had the ignorant futzes get up on stage and saying, "Oh, you need to vote, and this is if we're going to lose our democracy." No, you're afraid of losing your power over the nation. The United States is not a democracy. We are a constitutional republic. Period. We vote for those who represent us, but we are not a democracy. Never meant to be a democracy. And it's not even the popular vote doesn't count as a popular vote. Hello? How can anybody in this country still say democracy with the United States when the popular vote isn't even the thing that dictates things? Nor should it be. The Electoral College prevents the popular vote from simply swamping the nation. It's crazy. It's like the people thinking, oh, the delegates belong to Biden. No, they don't. No, they don't. He doesn't own them. Oh, the delegates have already cast their votes. No, they didn't. They don't cast them till the convention. And the delegates, go freaking look it up. The delegates are to vote for what the voters in each state did with good conscience, but they're not bound to make that vote. If that goes against their conscience for any reasons, they are not bound to vote like that. Can't believe people come to my page. Got an itch. People came to my page and tried to tell me, you need to educate yourself. I saw it on CNN and Chris Matthews and the guest panel on of all places, politically incorrect. There we go. Sorry. It's like, oh my God, you're kidding me, right? So you see a bunch of fools on leftist sources stating one bit of hornswoggle. Why don't you just look online? Just do the research. Now you're going to find a lot of shit that's wrong online, but just go and look. Go and look. Go and look for yourself what the actual rules are. Look at the copious amounts of articles out there validating exactly what I said. It's like, no. No. Go watch these. Then he tried to, and he comes back again later and says, oh, well, no, they didn't own them. They could do it, but they won't do it. It's like, well, I never said they would do it. I never said they would cast their votes contrary to what the pledges were. I just said they could. It's like, don't move the goalpost. Oh, they didn't do it with blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, they didn't. But they could have. Because they didn't doesn't mean they can't. Because they can and they can't doesn't mean, or because they can but they won't doesn't mean that it's not whatever. It was Hornswoggle. Hey, we got 5 folks watching. Welcome to the show. Go ahead and type in, say hey. Let us know who's there. I know Gus is at least watching something on his cell phone or something, because he just laughed at something I posted. But I don't know if him and Sally's going to make it. They're otherwise predisposed. There's Orion. Hey there, Orion. Hey there, Peggy. Orion, you made my new top fans list on Facebook. Did you notice your name there? Now, with those, it's a list that's compiled by Facebook. They tabulate views, interaction, and a bunch of other shit, and then they just list the top people. So I posted up the top 50 new top fans, and all you folks are greatly appreciated. Thank you for joining the ride. It's a hot one out there again. Yes, and Stump. Oh, both the names made it. I didn't notice the Stump name. So hey, both of your accounts made it. So you're a double. Yeah, you're a double. I think you also watch me over there on MeWe. MeWe. Supposed to be the Facebook alternative. It's pretty much like Facebook, but got a much smaller audience. Again, tonight's coffee, cherry pie from New England brand. I posted up as I was out working today, this morning. I still take care of stuff around the property, around the home. And I'm a homestead, and I put out content. Laurel says if it rains, our heat advisory will be lifted. Well, I hope it rains. I hope it rains. Here we go. Let's pull this bad boy up, and I'll tell you the story behind it. Well, by golly, it ain't there. Let's go here. I hate it when it does that. There we go. How's that? So I made this this meme this morning. Okie Forge says, been following you on Facebook. Just seen the link for this page and subscribed. Thank you, Okie Forge. I also have a channel for just life stuff. So the channel that you've subscribed to now is the Whiskey Cowboy Official. That's for political stuff and the live stream. Now, my other stuff, canoeing, chickens, music, what have you, all that other stuff is on the Whiskey Cowboy Life. So if you like that stuff, go ahead and jump on over and subscribe. And when you subscribe to both of them, make sure you hit the notification icon, so that when a post is made or something like that, they'll shoot you off an email and let you know. But this is the meme right here that I put up this morning. 2-person lift required. Challenge accepted. I was out. I'm putting together my carport that's used. It's going to be used for storage. It's a 20 by 12, 20 by 13, something like that. Hoop top. And you really need at least 2 people to get it. And yeah, the boxes are heavy. I used a dolly to get them out where I needed them. And to put the damn thing together, you kind of need more than one person. But folks know me. Challenge accepted. So far, I've been doing it all myself. I'm ready to go ahead and put the top, front, and back together. It's the coverings to go on it, and then tighten everything down and secure it to the great Mother Earth. To the great Mother Earth. But yeah, while I was doing it, I was like, man, I really could use another person. I'm glad I'm a big guy, because I was able to lift things up out of the way and put them on my shoulder and push up straight and get the legs back in. And it was just a pain in the ass. Laurel says, well, you're almost equal to 2 people. Yeah, like, fair point. Fair point. Like I tell the missus, a lot of times it's not, I don't usually need another person. I need one more hand. If I had one more hand, I'd be good for most things. So she sometimes helps me out. She's like, I didn't do anything. I said, no, trust me. I needed one more hand. But yeah, I do the heavy lifting and move stuff around, and that's fine. But yeah, every time a box comes and it's got the damn 2-person lift. Yeah, right. No, John will take care of it. Lift it. 2 people required to assemble this project. Yeah, watch me. Watch me. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my eyes tearing up. Yep. So, hey, welcome to the show, Okie Forge. Okie Forge. Okie, Oklahoma? Or runoff of Oak? You got an interesting name. You have to let us know what it means. Equal to two people. No, I'm equal to 50 men. No. I know, maybe 20 years ago. I'm not as young as I used to be. I'm not as old as I'm going to be. See, that's when you say, think about that, I'm not as young as I used to be. Remember, you're not as old as you're going to be. So, and never grow old gracefully. Always fight it every step of the way. That's not an original line. Where's that come from? Come on, where's that line? No Googling. Don't grow old gracefully. Fight it every step of the way. Where's that come from? Come on. People are probably Googling. Say, what the hell? Don't Google it. Don't Google it. Don't do it. I'm going to say it before anybody can Google it. It's oil of Olay. It's an old, oh, man, my eyes tearing up. It's an old oil of Olay ad line. Wiping the tears out of my eye. No more tears. That's the Johnson's baby shampoo. No more tears. Reminded me, I was making some smash burgers the other evening, and I had my hot ones. I like to put my pepper jack cheese on it and sliced jalapenos, and then some barbecue sauce with cayenne pepper mixed in with it. Oh yeah, that was a good burger. But I had to cut up on my jalapenos first. And the missus comes out in the kitchen. I'm just cutting up my jalapenos. And she's like, "Oh, you're not wearing gloves." No. No. She goes, "No, I don't even touch those damn things without putting on." She puts on the rubber gloves. Just capsaicin. Just don't rub your eyes right away. Don't put on gloves doing peppers and onions and garlic. Right? No. It's got my skin. My skin takes care of it. It's my gloves right here. All right. Everybody's been quiet. Hey, Okie Ford, you didn't explain your name. You got to explain your name. Laurel says, "I've never worn gloves for peppers." Yeah, no, I make my hands sweat. That's one more step involved. Then halfway through the process, you're going to have to take the damn thing off anyways. I don't know. So I just touch it, minimize it. Live in nowhere. Oklahoma by Fort Cobb Lake in Caddo County. My wife gave me the screen name because I dabble in blacksmithing. Oh, there you go. Okay. I'm going to say blacksmithing. I'm going to throw a curve out there. Now, do you work steel or do you work iron? See, that's where blacksmithing came from. Black, because it's iron. You work steel, you make some blades. You bladesmith. You're a furrier. We had some furriers back in the family. Oh, dabble in bladesmithing. Oh, there you go, bladesmithing. You said it's small print. You said it. You do bladesmithing. Ignore that last question. You answered it already. Yeah. So what he does, not that he doesn't do stock removal. I'll bet he still does a good bit of that. But if he's got a little forge, he dabbles in it, then he does forging of the blades. So you can totally shape the blade. A lot of times they'll rough shape it, and then they'll use a lot of stock removal. And then you can just do stock removal. You can take a file or just a billet that's roughly the right width and thickness. And you just trace out your pattern, and you just cut it out, and then you just start hogging away the material. There's a lot of different ways to make knives. I keep saying I'm gonna get to it one of these days. It's on my bucket list for the past, I think, at least 10 years. 10, maybe 15 years, getting into bladesmithing. But I want to do more than bladesmithing. I want to make trivets and stuff like that, classic blacksmithing. Bottle cap openers and, hooks and, standard blacksmithing stuff. But also make blades. But as folks know, the Cowboy is quite freaking busy. Quite busy. I'm still working on the canoe. I'm still working on getting that 1970 Lincoln 16-footer tandem canoe. Bringing her back to life. She is looking better than what it was, but it's a lot of work. A lot of work. You put them damn canoes out in the sunlight for 30 plus years, not a drop of water or anything other than snow and rain hitting it. No treatment of it, no 303 or anything, and they'll kind of cry. So I got to redo my seats. I got the webbing in, and I got the paint all red. Some feller said, "Yeah, you should have went with the two-tone." I was thinking cream bottom and red waterline up. But I got so much shit on my plate. It's like, let's just get it red first. when I finally get it sanded down and filled in where I need to fill it, and then re-sanded down and smoothed out again, let's just give her red. If I want to do the bottom cream later on, maybe another year I can do that. Yeah, Okie Ford says I work steel and make a few blades. Yeah, that's good. Good on you. Good on you. You need to go ahead and maybe I'll make a jump post. I can put something up there, and you can go ahead and show off your work. Do you sell your work, or do you just do it for fun? And biggest mistake when you start doing stuff like that is don't take orders. just make your knives, and when your knives are done, I don't care how much people compliment you. No, just make what you want to make and then sell what you got. Don't get yourself in deep. That's the biggest thing small craftsmen get themselves in. Says there's always some stock removal even when forging a blade. Yeah. How much is dependent on a lot of stuff. Some guys, they get it damn near right. Whoa. I'm sure I'm not going to be like that. If I get it rough, then go ahead and remove from there. But you got a website you sell things on, or you show stuff? If you do, go ahead and post it up there. Post it up for folks. Put it right in the comments there. Okie. From Oklahoma. So that'll be three of us right there, right? Okie Forge. Judy, but she's not here yet. Judy, she's an Okie. I moved up to New Hampshire from a town called Frederick. It was down by the Texas border, down the red. Little town. Itty bitty town. And I moved up here. Oh, good many years ago. Raised most of my kids up here. It's where the missus is from. She grew up here. And Loudon, yes, where the International Speedway is. That's where her family comes from. Quite a notable family, her and her sisters. And I'll just leave it at that. But she snagged me. See, here I am. Damn it. Okay, there might be some lag there, but you got a website or something like that? Do you sell them, or just do it for fun? Do you use coal, or do you use natural gas and propane? You got a chili pepper stove? See, I'd like both. I'd like a chili stove, and I would like I think I was looking at they're called the Centaurs. The Centaur's the one. Centurion, Centaur forges. They're fairly small. Peggy says you're in the only red state in New England. You're right. You're right. Everybody, and there's a lot of liberals here. But yeah, she says I'm not good enough yet to sell anything. Well, you just keep at it. As long as you're having fun, you do your thing. Refine your craft. But yeah, when people go, oh, New England, it's like, shut up. New England is more conservative than most conservative states are. Florida ain't shit. Oh, Texas. Oh, yeah? Check your gun laws compared to New Hampshire. Go ahead. Dare you. I've been harping on that here. The myth, the fable, the idea of the Texan versus the reality is not the same thing. The idea, the myth, the legend of Texas is, and I love Texas. I really do. But it ain't what people think. The same way with Florida. You know, Florida is the state that has the highest number of actual red flag law activations in the country. Oh, goodness. Okie Forge says, I usually get the basic shape and do the rest stock removal. Yeah. Yeah, and there's no shame in, even if you just use you get yourself a decent bar of steel that's decent and just shape it out and cut it on the bandsaw and then get to shaping on with your grinders and stuff like that. Okie says, I know where Frederick, Oklahoma is. Good. Yep. It's east of Altus, south of Sill. What, southeast of Sill, east of Altus Air Force Base, north of God, now I can't even think of the town there. That's whatever. North of the red. Ogie says you're only 50 miles from Lawton. Yeah, I heard. You ever been to Prairie Dog City there? Was it Swan Lake? They can't. I heard some years back they stopped people from being able to feed those things. You used to be able to just go out there and you sit there with a bag of sunflower seeds and stuff, and they'll just come right up to you and you feed them. And I heard that the Lawton City Council put an end to that. It's like, okay. I used to bring folks out there. Say, come on over here. Yeah, Mount Scott. Is that Mount Scott, the largest man-made mountain in Oklahoma? Really impressive on a thunderstorm. Drive up at the top of Mount Scott and watch a thunderstorm. Boy, it's impressive. Okie says, I just do it for fun. I have a propane forge identical to what they use on Forged in Fire. Okay, so you got a square one. You got one of those square ones. You got a two burner, or do you got a single burner? Two burners are they're easier. I think they were using the square ones, weren't they, on Forged in Fire? I was looking at the chili peppers. Those are the round and oval ones. Those are the ones I was looking for. See, what I want to do is I'd like to do my blade work in one of those and then do like trivets and stuff like that in a standard coal one. That way you don't have to worry about burning the steel or anything, and you don't have to worry about size. Where sometimes those propane and or natural gas forges, you're limited in what you can put in them because of the width. So they're great for blades and stuff. Damn, that's hot. So do you have a press or a power forge, or do you just go ahead and do you have an anvil and hammers? Do it by your arm. I'm Thor, by golly. Oop. There we go. Don't need to knock my equipment over. I would wager you're probably just using an anvil and a hammer. They got some nice small power presses, though. Power hammers. Damn, John knows about this. Yes. Like I said, I researched the shit out of most anything that interests me. And like I said, this has been on my bucket list for some time. It has, but life has other plans. But I got a good many years coming, so. Well, I'm glad that your wife supports you in that. You got kids? You got kids? Kids, grandkids, great-grandkids? I don't know. No, I don't have any great-grand. I don't think I have. Yeah, I could have. I could have. My grandkids are old enough. Some of them are old enough. I could have great-grandkids. None that I know about. So yeah, you start young and pump out enough of them, and they start young, and Connie is up and active. I don't know if she's going to make the show. She hasn't been making the show, but I saw her. She's sniffing around on Facebook. But thanks for joining the show there, Okie Forge. Okie says, yes, been there, but it's been many years. Been there. Oh, he must have been talking about the... Boy, we must have a huge lag there. Must be talking about Prairie Dog City. Yeah. Hey, is everybody else lagging that much? What's the lag rate? Usually most people are pretty quick, and then we got a couple laggers out there where there's a big lag. Laurel says, not for me. Yeah. You're usually pretty good. But every once in a while, sometimes Gus gets laggy too. Donna gets laggy sometime. I usually say, just log out, sign back in, and it usually takes care of that. Yeah, Peggy says no lag. Hey! Lags? I was going to say he's out in the fields in Oklahoma and he's getting bad signal. And it reminded me of, oh, y'all know they've got a new Twisters coming out? Instead of Twister, it's going to be Twisters. They're basically doing a modern remake of the original Twister movie. Laurel says we have the 5G fiber for internet. Well, look at that, Miss Fancy Pants. Okie says he's got the 3-burner and it's square. Yeah, 3-burner. That's even better. Wow, you went right with a 3-burner. Boy, you need to make me a Bowie knife. That's what you need to do. Excuse me. You know what? I don't have a Bowie knife. Well, I do. I got a little Hunter. It's sort of like a mini Bowie. But yeah, in the state of New Hampshire, there's no knife laws. So I can wear as big a blade as I want. Now, folks won't know me. I got plenty of blades on me already, but I ain't got no big one. I don't wear one like a Crocodile Dundee knife. Laurel says we were happy. We went with crappy satellite for a long time. We live in the country. Yeah, I had switched. Now I'm back to broadband again. Their prices got too pricey. It's like, screw this. So I went with a double twist DSLR for a few years, and it was like, nah, that shit ain't cutting it. It's like, man, I'm paying good money. I need good service. So when my contract ended, I just said, no, sorry. Went back to broadband. So we do pretty good. Pretty good. I don't know what the G rating is. I know they've increased it since we've got it. Now, as you can see, oh, here we go. I do it by arm. I can't afford a press. I had to save to buy the envelope. I'm 65 years old and retired. Oh, okay. Hey, welcome to retirement. I'll get there sometime. It's not age that's keeping me from retiring. It's just I got shit I got to do. Gosh. And say I'm semi-retired. I was going to say, by now you probably figured you never know what we're going to talk about. And I always say that, and I pointed out to folks on the Facebook page. You never know what we're going to talk about. Sometimes it's cars, sometimes it's movies, sometimes it's weather, sometimes it's getting older, sometimes it's the youngins, sometimes it's the chickens, sometimes you never know. And we usually go from one thing to another. Yeah. More like a fireside chat amongst friends. But yeah, good. Well, that's, if you do it by arm, I guess how much stock removal depends upon how much your arm is kind of hurting, huh? I'd reckon. It says, I have 2 daughters and 2 stepdaughters, between them and 11 grandkids and a great-grandson. Yeah, you sound about like my brood, except for I got a heap more kids than that. Well, not a heap more. Well, that's 4. You got 4. 2 daughters and 2 step. That's 4. So, yeah. Keep you busy, I hope. Come on over and say hey and spoil the kids rotten. Get their parents back. Leave them with a good little bit of tidbit. Buy the toys that are the most annoying things in the world. Make the huge ruckus of noises. You said you're getting quite a bit of buffering, but it's on your end. Yeah, because I'm getting, well, earlier I had some signal degradation, but it says I'm excellent right now. Hey, if it gets too bad, don't be afraid to just shut down, leave, and then just start your YouTube again and jump in. A lot of times that'll clear up the issue. Not always, but a lot of times, and you go, oh shit! Now there's only like 4-second lag, which is about what's supposed to be. Because I send out and it bounces back and goes back out again. No, you're in the right age group. I think age group most are. Laurel says it has worked for me. Yeah. If you log out and shut down YouTube, restart YouTube, come back to the show, and it usually clears right up. Because a lot of times you might be pulling from a different place. Peggy says the noise that grandkids make is music to my ears. I just have to chase my hat down. I was taking my hat. They take my hat. And it's like, by golly, if you're going to take it, wear it the right way around. Don't put it on your head backwards. Stop it. That's just foolishness. You can do that with a baseball cap. I don't, but you can. You don't do that with a cowboy hat. I'm like, well, John, there's not a lot of cowboys up there. No, there's not, but still, it is the way it is. It is the way it is. And when I get the Lincoln back out on the water, I should be sending out the invite to the kids and stuff, and kids and grandkids, and go, hey, you want to come out with Grandpa? Go out on the water with Grandpa. See, I had a tandem back years ago, and then the kids all left home, and it was a heavy Sears canoe. It was just like 3 times heavier than it needed to be. I got rid of that. I got myself a solo. I got a sports car. But it's just a solo canoe. So I've been soloing it for a while. So I take my youngest out. She got a kayak, so we spent some time out on the water. But, yeah, now the Lincoln should be out this year. And out on the water, I can take another person with me in the same damn canoe. Have the young'uns. That's good. That's good. Great coffee again. Tonight's coffee, cherry pie from New England brand. OF says, I was lagging about 4.5 minutes and hit live, so I probably missed quite a bit. Okay, so you restarted? Yeah, 4.5 minutes is way too. It's way too long, way too long. So that's fine. And we weren't talking. We weren't talking about you, not much. I don't think he missed anything important, did he? Four-minute lag is just that's just nonsense. That's insane. We don't cotton to that in these parts. A 4-minute lag. That's just wrong. So you back up to snuff now, Okie Forge. I was fortunate I did not come up and start the AC in the studio early. I usually started a good hour or so before the show. I didn't. I just came up here before the show, half hour before the show, started turning on everything, turn on the lights. And I just hit the live button under the red line. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. But it jumped you ahead. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Because if you come in late, you can actually hear it from the beginning. Yeah. You got to go to the live section. Yeah, I have an open invitation up to Gus's camp. He's like, you can come up here. It's like, you got to stay up there on the weekend or come back on Saturday. It's like, damn it. And I forgot that tomorrow was Independence Day. My schedule is my schedule. So the missus, she's working. I'm working. I always work. I guess some of the kids coming over tomorrow, they might help me a little bit. That's the way it is. Got a text. It says, Mom, Mom, can I come over tomorrow? It says still buffering a bit. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, you may want to log out and log back in. And the missus asked me, she goes, yeah, she wants to come over tomorrow. I'm like, tomorrow? What the hell she want to come over tomorrow for? I don't know. She just said. It's like, feels weird. It'd be weird to not come over on the 4th of July. Oh, the 4th of July. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, come on over. I don't care. Bring the crew. We'll fire up the grill. I don't care. Haven't fired up the smoker yet. Been too busy. By golly, I need clones. I need more clones. More clones, like I've got clones already. No, I need some clones. My goodness, my day, I have my coffee in the morning, and I take care of online stuff, put out content, go work outside, take care of chores, come on in, play the guitar, eat some lunch, go work outside, do some more content, play the guitar, my guitar, and keep going. It's like, Jesus, I just need a break, need a day off. I was supposed to, man, my nose itches. I was supposed to go canoeing this last, what was it, Friday? Last Friday I was going to go, but then it got good and windy, and it's like, I can't be out there in that crap. And the missus is like, oh, no, you can, Saturday's supposed to be good. it wasn't, but it's supposed to be good. You can go tomorrow. And like, that I'm not gonna go unless somebody can't. Like my daughter, she usually picks a Saturday or Sunday, and we go on that day because she's working during the week. If I'm going by myself, I do not go on the weekend. That way I can spend it with the missus. We can do stuff. I'm not going to leave you here and go canoeing. I'll go in the week if I can. And that's that. Damn it. So that's the way it works. Yeah, busy. Still haven't made it over there to the other property. I got the new chain for the chainsaw. It's sitting on it. It's not adjusted, but it's sitting on it. I had to buy a specialty chain. I bought what it said that I needed. I got 4 of the damn things. It's a link too short. It's a use. How many bench? So I had to call up the company, and they're like, well, we don't make those anymore. We just bought the company. We don't even, the new ones that we have the same name, but it's a totally different chainsaw. So we did the lookup, and we figured it out. So he found me the right chain. So for the price of the 4, I get 1. Now the good thing is I think those other chains, all the dimensions are exactly the same except for the width. And the widths are so close, you're just talking about a 100,000th off. I'll bet you I can use them. I'm a pooling. So I'm going to try that out. Use the ones that I bought for the Win chainsaw. Use that on the pooling. But yeah, I got the new chain, and it's on the bar, and the bar is resting, but it ain't affixed to the saw yet. And I gotta adjust it, affix it, and put the cover back on, and we'll be good to go. And I gotta go on over. I got some trees I want to clear out. Maybe not. Maybe not. I put the property up for sale. It's been officially online for 3 days. There's been multiple showings, and I may be getting my first offering. So, it's like, holy shit, people are jumping at it. So we'll see. I might not have to do any clearing. Just kind of hoping I was going to get some, because I want the wood. Cut down the tree, buck it up, put it back in the back of Zippy, and bring it back home. But Gus says he's got some wood over at his place. So, if all else fails, and I can go, I ain't got much to cut here for throwing in the damn fire pit. My smokeless. But, yeah. I forgot. American Fence Company down the road. They had a sign up. Dang it. And they said free firewood. Because I'll bet you they had a bunch of old pallets and they just busted them up. It's like, that's great for a fire pit. Especially a smokeless one. Just buck them up into foot to 15 inches, 15, 16 inches. It'll fit right in there. Good and dry. Burn fast. Fast and hot. Yeah. That's the way to like it. No, something like a slow burn. Well, you get the smoke then. Oh. Hour in. So what else are we going to talk about? Do not know. Yeah, I swear, my new mouse works really good, but I think it falls asleep. A few jack wagons. Get a lot of reach. Jack wagons come in. Get them cleared up. People are like, hey, I don't see any issues that I see on other pages on Facebook. Yeah, I clean that shit up. I got several ways. I can either block the idiot, or depending upon what it is, I'll just hide the comment. I get credit for the comment anyways, even if they get blocked. If I delete the comment, I still get credit for the comment. So usually I'll hide. Nobody can see your foolishness. Like I say, not every bit of content out there, not every page is for everybody. If you're going to be a jackwagon, a troll, or an idiot, my content and page is not for you. And I have no problem you not being here. There is absolutely no moral or legal obligation to put up with your shenanigans. And that's just the way it is. So how long you been following my my page there on Facebook there, Mr. Okie Forge? Peggy says, I know I've missed a lot of shows, but how is Hudson doing and Puffin with your daughter? Yeah, Puffin's doing great. Don't get over there often. But when we see him, he's doing great. Hudson, he's getting old. He's having a hard time. He can't get up on things. He's starting to drag his back feet. So, we'll see how it goes. Other than that, he's in good spirits. Other than that, he's just old. I think he's getting forgetful, too. But he comes on over for lovin's. He'll come there and stand by me, by my feet, down at my recliner, and say, you gotta give me some lovin's. So I'll give him some lovin's. He's doing okay. In good spirits. Doesn't like to stay outside for very long. So he goes potty. He'll have a bigger area to go in once I get the carport done. Because what it is, I'm taking half of the given area that he had. It's going to be like a bowling alley strip. It's shorter than that now because I need to be able to work. But when I get the new storage thingamabobber up, then I'll put the fence back up alongside it and it'll have a longer run. Peggy says, I'm so sorry. It hurts to know that one day we will lose them. Yeah, well, I've had to personally put down dogs in the past. I don't get too old, and I've had to take into the vet and have them put them down. And after the last one, Gracie, talked about Gracie. She was the fox-faced Pomeranian. Yeah, here's John, 6'4". Yeah. And they picked their owner, and she picked me. She was a rescue as well, and she just started having seizures. And one day she went into a seizure. She had doggy dementia as well. So she'd go and she'd just stare into walls, not move, other things. And then she started having seizures, and one day she went into a seizure. It was I think it was early in the day. I think it was like 8, 9 o'clock. And she didn't come out of it. So I had my share of putting down dogs. I just okay, I'm taking her to the vet. So I took her to the vet, and I stayed there, and they put her down, and I was there with her. We said no more. No more. We've had a crap ton of dogs. A lot of them. Said no more. Can't do this. So a few years later, the missus goes, I think it would be nice to have a dog again. It's like, no. She's like, oh. So then we got another rescue dog. It was Hudson. And we weren't, the owner was not extremely honest about Hudson. He's got issues. He's a good dog. He's just got issues. Gus will tell you he's a good dog. He's with his issues. He's more well behaved than anybody's dog I know. Gus's dog is pretty well behaved, but Hudson's even better. But yeah, he's got some weird issues. The missus, she does not like him. We got him. He was scared shitless of me. Liked me before he went to go check him out. No, he loved me then. And moved into my house. He was a little bit scared. And he let it be known, and that scared the missus. And I'm like, don't worry about it. He's fine. He's fine. And he's fine. He's fine. Yeah, Hudson. Yeah, he's a good old boy. A little weird. He can be weird. So yeah, they're doing fine. They're doing fine. He's just old. He's just old. He's getting around. He's eating okay. He's got all of his teeth still. Got some fat tumors started. That happens, but they're just fat tumors, so that's good. He's got his nose polyps, but like I explained on one of the other shows, it's more dangerous to have them removed than just to keep them there. As long as their airflow is fine, you leave them alone. Because they try to cut them out, they can bleed to death. They can not stop the bleeding because they're full of blood. They're bright red, redders. It's like, no, just as long as they're not giving them a problem, you don't deal with it. You let it go. So, are there any other questions? That's it. We got the birds. We got the girls. The girls doing good. Their egg production with the heat dropped. And we got 4 eggs today. Got 4 eggs. They're good gals, though. Oh, they're just. I forget what. God, what word would somebody the other day said they're rather ravenous is the word. Ravenous when you feed them their treats, the grass and the leaves and stuff. They're ravenous. They like it. They're not shy at all about it. But the word the other person used, I can't remember who it was and what they said, but something like I don't know what it was. It was like barbaric or something like that. It's like, no, they're ravenous. They're ravenous little girls. They like their treats. They do. Where am I from originally? I'm from all over the place. Shh. Shh. Can't give away the secrets. And my family's scattered to the wind. Scattered. Well, not my family. Brothers and sister. All the rest. They're scattered. They're all over the place. Yep. She goes, wow, that didn't go too very, very good. Yeah, served all over the place. I was everywhere. That was several places before I even went in. Mars. Gus, there he goes, Mars. Yes, right. Men are from Mars. Girls are from Venus. Girls have vaginas. Boys have a penis. Hey, we're finally getting over the Biden thing. And the left can't lie about that. How's about let's do genders next? Let's get rid of that foolishness. Let's get rid of that. I am tired of it all. Tired. Gus, welcome to the show. How long you been listening in? We only got 2. It's only 2 people showing up on the list now, but we've got to have more than that. Got to have more than that. Where is everybody? You're showing 4? Yeah, now 4. As soon as you said showing 4. Gus says from the beginning, you lurker, you. Gus is lurking out there. Damn it. Got a notification. Must have been a bunch of Facebook posts made all at once or something. Hate that. I turned my notifications off, but then I was missing calls. It's like, no, tell me when I get a call. Don't tell me when there's shit on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, and I don't need to care. I don't care about that. I'll look. Look. I will. How's the weather up there? Cooling off now? Gus says, I got to lurk because I need to find out if John's talking shit about me. It's like, I'll talk shit about you when you're here, Gus. Oh, there's a firecracker going off. Not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of the firecrackers. Gus says, sitting on the deck with a fire going, yep, it's getting pretty cool. Awesome. Awesome. Well, you young'uns enjoy that. Have a good time. Oh. I got my eggs to them early. I got them last week before they. I think it was when you were, you didn't have to go. Because you had to be back. You had to be back here Friday. Pick up your toys. It was 43 last night. Man, I'd love it. We had, I think we had a day it was 65. We had a lot of rain. It was 65. I'm like, oh, this is beautiful. And the missus is like, no, it's too cold. No, I have to wear a sweater. I said, sweater? No, I'm fine. I'm wearing a thin, long sleeve shirt. I'm good. Good to go. I like fall. Fall is my favorite season. It is my favorite season. I love everything about fall. Love everything about it. Love the clothing, love the weather. Nice to work outside. Good to have fires at night. Good sleeping weather. Man, I haven't been sleeping worth shit. Laurel says fall is the best season. I love fall. How y'all been sleeping? How you been sleeping? You been sleeping like shit? The flying vampires are pretty thick right now. Oh, I love watching the bats. They eating the bugs? Or are you talking about skeeters? Yeah, I like watching bats, not skeeters. Oh, the skeeters are bad? You're saying the skeeters are bad out there right now. I was hoping bats. Man, I love watching bats out there taking care of those critters. Mrs. doesn't like them either. It's like, I love bats. What the hell, they're not going to bother you. Says yes. Yes, the skeeters. Yeah, damn skeeters. Don't like skeeters. Skeeters haven't been too bad here. Our black fly season wasn't too long down here either. Down here. I'm further north than most people. But I'm talking to Gus. Gus is further north right now. His camp's up north. Laurel says bats are pretty cool. I love them because they eat the dang mosquitoes. Right. Yeah, I love watching them do their thing. They're dive bombing all over the place. You know, they're not just out there doing loop-de-loops. They're eating shit. Go get them. Go get him. Yeah, Gus, sorry. It totally blew my mind that it was like, oh, he's probably thinking that I got some free time on Independence Day. It's like, no, I didn't. Sometimes I do. I didn't this year. No time. Oh, man, my nose itching again. Did we lose everybody? We lose Okie Forge, Peggy. I don't know where Judy is. Where Judy? She's usually here by now. Yeah, fireworks. One day, maybe Christmas. And the 4th of July. That's it. I don't need them just here in this town. They've been, actually, it's not as bad as last year was really bad. We had a whole month of fireworks. It's like, holy crap, people, stop it. Don't be doing that. Not in town. People didn't answer me. You been sleeping okay? You've been sleeping like crap. I talked to other people, and they've been sleeping like crap, too, so it must be just the weather. Must be the weather. I hate being the only one not sleeping like crap, though. Misery loves company. That's right. That's right. You've been sleeping like crap. Good on you. Good on you. Join the club. Misery loves company. Yes, sir. Trying to get this. This needs to go on up there. Somebody says that Neil Diamond was their love since she was No, that's not. I got to get rid of that one. I did a Neil Diamond singing "Touching Me, Touching You." No, that's if she had said since she was 18, but she said since she was 13. It's like, no, that's a little too creepy. Here we go. Let's get a different one. Let's get. That was that was too creepy. I posted one. Neil's winking. Let's see what we can get. There we go. That's more fitting. Laurel says, too hot to sleep. I have the AC at 74 with the ceiling fan 24/7. Oscillating fan on too. Yeah, I haven't been running I'll run the AC a little bit. Problem with the AC, the older I get, it make the back ache. So I got to be careful how cool the room is, especially at night, because man, my back will start barking at me. So I'll run it. The good thing is our AC in the bedroom has a remote, so I can just reach over to the bureau and pull it out and turn that damn thing off. If it gets too hot, same thing. Reach over on the bureau, turn it on, run it for a bit, turn that damn thing off. Yep. Save's getting up. Can't do that. Wish the fan was. We got a tower fan. Those things are great. Those things are great. But no. And we got it raised up because our bed's high. Yes, I like a high bed. I'm 6'4". And the missus has to kind of scooch on up. I just kind of sit over down. I don't like a low bed. So our bed's high, so I had to raise the fan up and set it. But now we've got these hair ties around it, the big ones, not the little ones, big ones. It's going around it to cover up where the action lights are, the on and the oscillation and stuff like that. Because, those damn things get bright when all the lights are off. So, Laura says I have central air and when it's 88 at midnight and nothing cools off. Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah. I don't mind 88 so much as long as it's not humid. You get 88 and humid, hell, you get 80 and humid. It's just nasty, and fan's not going to cool you off because you're just blowing warm, soppy air. Soppy air. Don't like that. That's not good. So I get it, but yeah, I still have to be careful with my lower back. Gets too cold and it just it hurts. It hurts. No, it doesn't. Damn it. Nah, nothing hurts me. No. I can struggle through shit. But yeah. My right hand's doing pretty good. Had a solid week of rain though, rain and high humidity, man. It just I couldn't do but about like that, and it just hurt. Just ache when it's straight, and then you go like that and it starts to hurt. That's just my right hand. I'm right-handed. Yeah, go on with life. Arthritis. Gus says my back was talking very loudly last night and today. Yeah, because of the cool? Was it because of the cool? Start barking. It's like, that's not right. It didn't do this when I was 25. Say, John, you're not 25 no more. No, I'm not. Stop it. Oh. I asked the missus. I said, okay, the kids are coming over. So, you want to ask them if they want to help me? I'm like, yeah. So what time are they coming? I don't know. So I shot off my daughter a message. Hey, what time you come? 1 o'clock? 1 o'clock? 1 o'clock? Oh, hell, I might have everything done that I want to get done by 1. You got to come early. Hey, do you know who I am? Gus says, I have no idea. Usually that doesn't do it. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of odd. But yeah, 1 o'clock. She's like, oh, I can come earlier. So you just show up when you show up. I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna do my thing. And if you come here and I still have work to do, I'll put you to work. If you get here and I'm already done, then, well, I'm already done. And that's just the way it is. You can just spend time with the old man. Yeah. Hey, Judy, there you are. We were talking shit about you. My son and his family are down at Cape Cod. Cape Cod for the holidays. Judy says again, always. 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 Your ears burning, ears ringing. You missed Okie Forge. He's about 50 miles from Lawton. Gus says we have golf carts running all around. Are they racing? Are they racing? They got festivities planned up there at camp tomorrow. Peggy's still there. Gus says fireworks tomorrow night. Oh, good. Good. Someone on the radio was talking about, hey, they got these warnings down south, people. The authorities are telling people don't do that. They haven't had any rain or anything. So they're warning people not to do their own fireworks at home. It's like, yeah, because people are freaking morons. Some are going off right now. Yeah, I got some going off here too. I can hear them. I don't know where they're making it on the show. Can you guys hear the fireworks in the distance? On the show. I got a day grace. Day before. Maybe a day after. So that's 3 days. That's it. Other than that, stop it. Stop it. Laurel says, not really. Okay. Oh. The AC is probably just a very slight buzz. Peggy says, yes, I was thinking fireworks displays around here are canceled till Friday because of stormy weather. Stormy weather. Laurel says, I figured they'll be going off all weekend around here. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, they'll be here too. It's, like I said, I think 3 days, please. Please. Three days, please. Gus says all I hear is the buzz from the bugs. Yeah, they're doing aerial maneuvers. Probably looks like looks and sounds like a World War I bunch of melee skeeters coming in. Oh man, nose itching. Stop it. Bear fat. Get yourself some bear fat and just smear it all over. Laurel says if it gets too loud, the cats will be under the bed. Yeah. Hudson doesn't like it too much. He'll go in the bathroom. He'll hide in the bathroom. He can't be under my bed. He wouldn't fit anyways. Puffin used to get underneath the bed, but Hudson doesn't take the stairs anymore. He doesn't get up on things. Can't walk. Can't walk like he used to. Speaking of that, oh goodness. Yeah, Joe Biden's schedule is from 11 o'clock to 4. And he's only lucid from 10 to 4. You can't. That's not even a Burger King shift, and he's the president. And in the middle of his afternoon, he has a nap, so he's not even getting a full standard. So you figure he's got to eat lunch, and he's got to take a nap. What the fuck? This charade must be ended. Oh, but Kamala, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if Kamala Harris becomes president and she gets an asterisk next to her name. She's the first female and first. There you go. That's the perfect way. You get first female and first black female off the damn, oh, we got to have a first list. So she can be president for 6 months. 5 months. Laurel says, I think they're all lying about that. I don't think it's that long. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know, but that's horrible. That is horrible. It's like, are you freaking kidding me? This isn't a matter of politics. This is a matter of doing what's right. Again, I don't care if Kamala is president. I posted about it today. They need to 25th Amendment Biden out of his job. Take him off the ticket. I don't care who they put on the ticket. Ain't going to win the election this time around anyways. Have Kamala be president until the end of the term, and that's it. And don't put her on. She is only 1 point more popular than Joe Biden in the polls, and Joe Biden is underwater in all the popularity polls. It's like, stop. Seen the numbers. There ain't anybody aside from Michelle Obama. Ain't nobody got a chance. And Michelle Obama ain't going to be on the ticket. Peggy says, sorry, but I don't want Kamala on any list. Well, she's already on the list. She's already on the list. She was the first female vice president. And black. So I'll take an asterisk. It's going to be a lame duck session for the rest of the year anyways. She can't be any worse than Joe. So just having Joe still there is just it's criminal. It's absolutely criminal. And Dr. Jill, boy, she's a worthless individual. That's an evil harpy right there, boy. They got a special bunch of roasty hot rooms for her down in hell. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Played out for the world to see. Everybody sees this shit. Everybody. Hell, if I was an enemy, if I was an enemy of the United States, I'd have probably attacked a good year ago. But they're just chomping at the bit right now. It's like, oh. It's crazy. Yeah, I'd posted up from Bobby Barack. It's a map of the if the election, if it keeps going the way it is right now, the Democrat versus Republicans and the states won by, and then Kevin Klang, bless his heart, writes, post one with RFK Jr. RFK Jr. isn't going to win any states. He's not. RFK is not going to win a single state. RFK is a curiosity. Yeah. And he's also running in in the wrong period of time. He needed to run before radio and television because his voice is definitely a factor. It will be a factor. Truck and Mac says, my problem is not Democrat versus Republicans. It's embedded rhinos versus conservatives. Yeah. No, I get it. But you can't deal with that problem. The problem is compounded if you don't have enough even Republicans and rhinos against the outright Democrats. So what you need to do is you need to take control of the House and the Senate. And then get rid of rhinos and replace them with actual conservatives. That's a big task. There's a wide range in there, though. There's a wide range. There's rhinos with big horns and rhinos with little horns and borderline rhinos. Right now, it's about stopping the flow. The nation's bleeding out right now. You worry about saving the leg later. Stop the flow of blood. And that's where we're at right now. But hey, Truck and Mac, welcome to the show. Don't recall that name. Is this your first time on the show? And where are you logging in from? What part of the world? But yeah, I've been speaking out against the rhino problem. We need a safari hunting trip going on. Get rid of those rhinos. But like I said, you gotta do what's most crucial first. Baby steps. We just stop the United States from hemorrhaging. Take care of the immediate problems. Take care of the border. Take care of immigration. And do not believe for a minute that Trump's going to do everything that he says he's going to do concerning the immigration issue. He's not. But stop the flow into the country. Fix the lawfare situation. Get our inflation and other things back under control. I mean, there's a handful of stuff that definitely needs to be done. The groundwork has already been set, which is good. Max says, I think maybe I've posted on your site a few times. This week I mentioned feeling like a hero for redoing my bathroom and also mentioned Jim Beam. Oh. Okay, I might have seen that. Different name. You didn't post under Truck and Mac. Yeah, a different name. Talking about my Facebook page, right? Oh, yeah, Bruce C. Linder. I know that name. I know that name. You weren't getting my posts for a while, were you? Weren't you one of the fellers that were saying, hey, welcome back? After my restrictions were taken off, and then suddenly, oh, gee, there he is. But yeah, we're in a national triage. Oh, get rid of the. Says no, not at all, but getting a lot lately. Yeah. Get rid of the social justice and the trans ideology and all that other hogwash. We need to put a stop to that. So there's a lot of stuff that we need to do. Getting rid of rhinos is up there too, but we've got a lot of other issues that we can multitask. We can do it. Each person needs to do what they can do. It's like I can't do anything about a rhino from another state. I can't do anything about that. I can speak out about it, and I call them out. I call them out on it. I help to identify them, but it's up to the voters there to take care of that issue. But there's a lot of other things that we can actually have some influence on. That's like the whole thing with the COVID. I say it only takes 5 to 7%, actually probably anywhere between 3 and 7% of the population to say we ain't doing this shit, and it would have stopped. It's all we need. It's all we need. And that means people taking a stand. I understand why people didn't. It's difficult. Oh, you might lose your job. You might do this. You might. Yeah, I get it. My household income dropped. Huge. Made it through. Says, I like your hat, leather or felt. How do you keep it shaped? That is not leather. That is felt. That is it's my Stetson. I've had different brands. Bailey. Resist All. This is a Stetson. I want to get Rand. I want Rand's custom hattery out of Montana. I want them to do me. My special thing. How do you keep it shaped? You keep it shaped because it's got starches and stuff in it. And when you wet the fibers and then when they dry, they stay in the shape that you had them in. Steam is usually the way they're shaped. And this one's been shaped three or four times. Come on, folks. How many times did I shape it? 3 or 4 times. I have photosensitive eyes, so I like a wider brim, but then it was too wide, and the wind would take it. And so now, this is the shape I've got right now. And this is the Whiskey Cowboy shape. This is not the way the hat came. It's close, but it ain't the way. This is from their Elk Ridge, Stetson's Elk Ridge line. Says you had it shaped. Do you shape it or send it out? I shape it myself. There's a lot of ways. You just need steam. What I use is I have one of those those big fabric. They're about like this big around, and it looks like an alien head thing, and they're a steamer for ironing drapes and cleaning stuff. You fill them up with water and super hot steam. That's what I use. And I just keep going till it's all nice and hot and wet, and then I shape it the way I want to shape it, and then I let her dry. I also clean my own hats too. I don't send them out for cleaning. I just cleaned one. When was the last time I cleaned this hat? It was a couple weeks ago? I'd mentioned it. It was just getting way too much sweat. And then shit starts sticking to it, and it's like, that ain't right. So I got to clean it out. I need to clean it more often than that. And then the trick when you clean it too is make sure that you rub it down in the right direction, because felt has a hair direction. It's either clockwise or counterclockwise. Find out what direction, and that's the way you brush your hat. Max says, I will try to remember that. I once had a black felt cowboy hat, Stetson, but eventually lost its shape and looked terrible. Yeah, you can reshape it. There's use a steam and then shape it the way you want, and then let it cool down and dry on its own. That's exactly what happens when you send them out to get shaped, if you do it, or they shape it when you're there. You got a big steam thing. It's how they make them. You get a big old steam thing. Because when it's hot and wet like that with the steam, it'll move, it'll bend, it's flexible, and then it stiffens right up when it dries out. Yep. Yeah, I had an Outback hat for a while. I look good in that too. Finally got another slick. Never had a slick. I had a duster before. They call everything dusters now. They're not. It's a slick, or it's an oiled duster is a slick. They repel water. A duster, an actual duster, They're dry. It's canvas. It just doesn't repel water. Mid-Michigan. 5 acres on a small river. Well, there you go. Well, you enjoy that water. Enjoy being away from folks. But yeah, finally got a slick after so many years. So many years. I left my duster when moving a good 25 plus years ago. Oh, hell yeah. Probably closer to 30 years ago. God damn it. Damn it. Damn. So I've been without. So if I get another one, I won't get a duster. Duster's fine for Oklahoma. It's fine. Use it for the purpose. Get up here, you want a slick. You want something that's going to repel the rain and snow. So I got that again. Max says, you canoed this past week. I haven't been on there. No, I didn't. I didn't get to. I was supposed to. I didn't get to. The day I had planned, too windy. Too windy. So I didn't do it. So he's too busy taking care of the home and the grandkids. Excuse me. No, I get that. I get it. You missed the earlier part of the show. I am out ragged. I ain't got any time for anything. So when I couldn't take advantage of that date last week to go canoeing, it was like, somebody bench. I'm hoping I'll get out there. I don't know. Maybe Friday again. I don't know. Tomorrow's Thursday. I got plans Thursday. I ain't going out there. And it's Independence Day. But I'm working. The missus is working. She doesn't know how long she'll work, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Me, I'm going to work until I decide not to work. Then we'll see how things go. But yeah, no, I didn't get out canoeing. Damn it. So we see how that goes. I'm still working on the Lincoln, like I said earlier in the show. Still working on that. A lot more work than you'd think. But she's going to look nice and she's going to be pretty out on the water. Going to be seaworthy. Seaworthy. Yeah, my damn mouse falls asleep. Says I'm semi-retired, teaching at a university 1 to 2 days a week. Probably stop doing that this year and maybe get back to writing. Well, you do what you can do. You know, if your budget's fine, then by all means retire and go do the stuff that you want. I tell people I'm semi-retired too. Still do a shit ton of work. But speaking to that, if folks want to help support my content, there's a link in the description of the show. You can give a monetary donation. You can give a monthly donation. You can just share my content, help other people see it. There's a lot of different ways, but it's there. It's there. Oh, we got 10 more minutes. Did Gus fall asleep? Sally hasn't been joining the show as often since Gus got his bionic ears, because he turns on his cell phone that goes right into his head. before they used to share the sound. He getting stingy with his new magical mystical powers. It's like, Gus, with great power comes great responsibility. He says, nope, still here. Max says I could keep working, but I'm in very good health, and I can see the writing on the wall. It's time to make the bride out into the country and see what's up. Judy says, my grandson is here, so I'm trying to listen to both of you. No, that's good, Judy. I'm glad that you finally made it to the show, though. At least make an appearance. Helps the algae rhythms. Plus, it's good to have another familiar face. Even though it's not a face, it's just a name. It's a word. It's the squigglies out in front of me. I understand those. I rememorized those squigglies. They call me Squiggly Down Under. Oh, goodness. Me, oh, my. I hope everybody has a wonderful day tomorrow. And I hope the nation, which I doubt it freaking will, truly remembers the importance of the holiday. I know I do. I know I do. Well, say hello to your grandson. Say the cowboy. The cowboy says, hey. Hey. There, young feller. You whippersnapper. Yipper skipper. What else we missed? What else we got going on here? Kind of a slow show. I put out a lot of content. Folks that haven't made it over to my Facebook page, get on over there and read it. I put up a lot of stuff. I do. Said, what are you? Oklahoma, maybe? Well, I moved up from Oklahoma, but I now live in New Hampshire. But I've been all over the place. The missus is from this neck of the woods. So here I am. Had a chance. I was going to go to Alaska. I had a job offer out there. Didn't. Stayed here. It's fine. Gus says the Neil Cole meme was a good one. Yeah. Say, I got to show that. Judy says, I messed up my keyboard, LMAO. He said, hey, cowboy, hey. Can he see the screen? You show him the screen. Tell me when he's... Get him so he can see the screen. Tell me when he can see it. What's his name? Okay, what's his name? Max says, I've actually seen Neil Cole in concert. Yeah, Neil Diamond. I got his greatest hits. Man, I love Neil's stuff. He is a treasure. He's a treasure. Markel is his name. Did I say that right? Markel. Is it Markel? Markel. Hey, Markel. How you doing? Thanks for watching the show. You listen to Grandma. Markel. One of my grandkids is Marcus. Marcus. Not Markel. But you stay out of trouble. Max says, when are you on next? The shows are usually scheduled to Wednesdays and Sundays. Unless there's a problem. And I'll let folks know on the day. As soon as I know that if the show can't be there, I'll post up on my Facebook page. Judy said, he said, that's cool. Thank you for doing that. You're most welcome. Bring him up right. Bring him up right. How old's he? But yeah, usually Wednesdays and Sundays. Same time, same place. And again, you never know. You never know what we're going to talk about. This is a fairly slow show this time, but sometimes, man, we just talk about all sorts of things. Could be farming, could be animals, could be weather, could be politics, could be social issues, could be a mix from one to the next. Sometimes we get 3-4 different topics going on. Said 13. He's a good boy. He's a good kid. Love him so much. Oh, 13. Oh, I was thinking he was like 5 to 9 or something like that. No, 13. Oh, you're a young man. You're a young man. Still listen to your grandma. Food, right. We talk about food a lot. Food gets in, Gus said. Food. We talk about food. TV shows, old TV shows, movies, cars. Yeah. All sorts of stuff. Laurel says, sometimes John gets fired up and it's fire and brimstone. Yeah. We do a lot of laughing usually. Not so much laughing this show. Not a lot of laughing this show. Usually a lot of laughing. Or man, when I'm in a mood and I get fired up, yeah, there's fire and brimstone going. Judy says tanks, one of my favorite. Yeah, we talk about tanks too. The missus wants a tank too. Yeah, talking about tanks. Yeah, we'll talk about all sorts of shit. Anyway, talk about flying one time and yeah, all sorts of flowers, bugs, bugs. You never know. It's like I said, it's just a gathering of folks, and we just talk, and sometimes we get people in the Zoom room and they can hear their voice. It's live. Just like calling in, but we can have a bunch of people calling. I had a phone line, but it's not as good. Peggy says our summer so far has been hot and rainy, so I've been super busy weeding flower beds, weed eating, and general lawn mowing. Yeah, ours hasn't been that bad. Easy to keep up with. Laurel says, I want a tank in my front yard. My street. Yeah. I guarantee if I put a tank in my front yard, nobody'd think twice about it. They'd go, like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. It's not really suited. I'd rather put like an anti-aircraft gun on the corner of the lot. That's more fitting for the size of the lot that I have here. It ain't that much land. Well, shit, John walks around, he's strapped as it is. Yes, I am. If I get up and I got clothes on, I got knives and guns. Like I said, get time for bed. It's like that scene from Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome when he first goes into the city, Bartertown, and he's having a clink, 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 clink. It is what it is. I call my Batman utility belt. I got everything. Hey, if you need something, John will fix it. That's fine. Laurel says, no one here would think anything in my neighborhood. Oh. Gus says, lots of that stuff here in New Hampshire. There is. There's a shit ton of tanks, 5 tons, anti-aircraft guns, just artillery pieces everywhere you look. They're everywhere. Max says, food question. I've been live trapping groundhog, rabbit, raccoon, and occasionally squirrels to keep them from under the porch. Should I be skinning and eating them? You can. You can. Here's my rule of thumb. Do you need the meat? And how much work is it? How big are they? Yeah, you can. Raccoon's probably bigger meat. Rabbit's good, but it's a lot of work for a little meat if it's young. Groundhog would be okay. I haven't had groundhog. Squirrel's good, but they're a lot of work too. You know, just how much work do you how do you need the protein? Gus says rockets too. Yeah, we do. We do. We have rockets here. Where's that one? Where's that one? It was God. There's a it was one of the first lunar rockets. Where the hell is that? And it's at the base. It's some little town, but it's at the base of a there's a OTV trail leading right in back of it. Trucking says I'm too lazy to go after deer. Yeah, and you can have it. I'm not a good I don't care much for venison. I've had it and I've hunted it and it's fine. And it's if I got beef, I'll eat beef. Laurel says never had groundhog or raccoon. Rabbit is good unless you have fox squirrels. Too much work. Yeah. Max says thanks, Laurel. Gus says Warren, New Hampshire. Yeah, there it is. Warren, New Hampshire. It's in a little teeny. You come off the main road. It's like a little park area, and then off the back side of it, you get the ATV trail, hiking trail. Yep. New Hampshire's got a lot of stuff. Good state. Logistically, you're like, oh, John's using that logistics stuff again. I'm a logistics kind of guy, and you can't get much better than New Hampshire. Logistically, it is sound. Good weather, all 4 seasons. Never run out of shit. When everybody else is having shit run out, we never had it run out here. A lot of people, too many people. I mean, not compared to some states, but yeah, it's thank goodness for trees. Green state. Green. Very green. They call it the granite state. And they pull more granite out of Vermont. And they call Vermont the Green Mountain State, but New Hampshire's every bit as green, if not greener than Vermont is. Yeah, there you go. Laurel says we harvest deer on our property. We process them ourselves. We love venison. Here in Kentucky, they eat very well all year round. Tastes like speedy beef. Well, that's good. That's good. Need to keep the populations down anyways. So we got plenty of hunters here to do that. I'm not going to go out and throw my hat in the ring when it's not my favorite. Like I said, I like a good steak. I like beef. Hunt myself a cow. Wrangle a pig or two. That's fine. No, I've eaten the finer stuff, and I like buffalo, bison, elk. I like elk. I'm not a big venison guy. I'm not a big deer guy. I'd eat it if I have to. Like fish, I'm not a big fish guy too. I'll eat fish if I have to eat fish, but if I don't have to eat fish, I know how to catch a fish, know how to clean a fish, know how to cook a fish, know how to eat a fish. But that's for the missus. She likes her fish. Me, not so much. It's okay. A white fish is good. White fish is good, but still then, I just say, John, you got some fish there? Fish and a steak. What do you want? Steak. Thank you very much. I'll take the steak. I like seafood. Steak and scallops. Oh, my goodness. Or big old fat scallops. Fry them up in oil, butter, and garlic. Throw some salt on them. Ooh, yum, yum. Laura says, love fish. Grew up in the Finger Lakes and had fresh fish all the time. Yeah. No, I get it. I get the appeal. I'm just not a fish guy. Like catching fish. That's fun. That's fun. Max says fresh trout and salmon make me want to take up fishing. Yeah, I'm not a big trout guy. And salmon, take it or leave it. Whitefish, I'm a whitefish kind of guy. But I love bass fishing. Oh, my goodness. Oh. When I was living down in Louisiana, best bass fishing I've ever done. Get out there on the bayou and swampy areas, and it was like a 15-foot John boat. No flat bottom, kind of squared off, square nose. Got a Evinrude or something, a Johnson or Evinrude on the back. Little one, 15 horsepower. Got out there with the buddies. Laurel says, grew up eating trout. Blech. Max says, boiled whitefish dipped in butter. Poor man's lobster. Lobster. It's wicked good lobster. Yeah. Lobster used to be poor man's food. Only the fishermen ate it until the rich figured it out, and the shit went through the roof. Holy crap. Bugs of the sea. I'd rather have scallops over lobster any day, though. Gus says, nothing like a big rainbow on the hook. You one of those kind of guys, Gus? You gonna know those rainbow stuff? Gonna hook himself a rainbow? You part of the mafia? The alphabet mafia? It's like, no. Nah, rainbow trout's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful little fish. Big fish. Could be a little fish. Could be a big fish. Medium-sized fish. But I'm not a trout guy. But that's a good thing, you know. You got something for everybody out there. You like turkey? New Hampshire's got a lot of turkeys. There you go. Got some turkeys right there. Got a lot of deer too, but a lot of turkeys. Turkey's good. I'll eat my turkey, you eat your fish. Oh, no, I'll eat a fish if that's what I have to eat. Again, I'll eat deer and hunt deer if that's all I got to do. We live in good times. Live in good times. Peggy says salmon and catfish for me. Catfish, you know, some garlic on it. That's good eating. It's not my favorite though. I like teriyaki salmon. Teriyaki marinated salmon. Now that's good. That's some good stuff. Max says turkey at Thanksgiving, but that's about it. My little brother, he doesn't eat turkey. He did some time. He did some time for well, not good stuff. And that's all they ate is turkey. So he's like, no, I don't eat turkey. Or a big brown trout. Brown trout are not as pretty as a rainbow trout. Max says catfish from the Wright River is outstanding. It's cook it with garlic and butter. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not a fish guy. You're not. Tilapia, that's okay. And haddock, that's good. I like haddock. Yeah, good whitefish. Good whitefish. But like I said, salmon, teriyaki marinated salmon's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Steak. Steak. Oh, chicken of the sea. And tuna fish. Tuna's good. Shark's good. You ever had shark steak? They're pretty good. Laurel says, I won't eat tilapia. Too many metals in it or something? Why won't you eat tilapia? Haddock is my go-to, though. I like haddock. Gus says, me either, Laurel. Good. No, but haddock. Why won't you eat tilapia? It's the metal things? What is it? Got to watch out for that with salmon, too. Also, you got to watch out. There's a lot of stuff you got to watch out too. If you're going to be fishing in an area, check to see what the metal contents are in the fish in the lakes. You can usually go online and you can find that out. Gus says crapfish. Shame on you. Max says, nothing against a good steak. I bought 2 ribeyes yesterday. Total weight 3 pounds. Probably grill them this weekend. Yeah, can't go wrong with a good steak. Ribeye is my second best cut. I'm a New York strip man myself. They're more consistent. A ribeye is really good if it's really good. But sometimes it can be a little bit, the fat separation can be off. But that's my number 2 steak. I go New York strip, and then a ribeye. I can cook damn near anything. I had some what the hell did I cook up the other day? Marinated some flank steaks. Grilled that up. She says, research them. Did you tell me to research them? Oh my goodness. Said the stuff you buy in the store is farm raised. Yeah, most of it is. Yeah. I pick my battleground someplace. I'm not a fish guy. I'm not a fish guy. It's not my battle. If the missus picks up some tilapia, we'll cook it up. You should research them. Shame on you, Laurel. Judy says, I had catfish the other day. It was wonderful. I don't like the mud cat, and blue-eyed is good. Judy says, T-bone is my number 1 pick for steak. T-bone. T-bone. Or porterhouse. They're almost the same. They're almost the same. It's the same cut. They're from a different area. I cooked up some porterhouses the other day. Max says, New York strip steak, ribeye, or porterhouse. We are now arguing. Best single malt or cutest supermodel. Yeah, best single malt. Well, see, that depends. If you haven't tried Yellowstone's American single malt, pick it up. Pick it up. It is absolutely fantastic. It's fantastic. Yellowstone American single malt. It's better than a lot of the scotch that I've drank. It is wonderful. It is wonderful. Talk to a neurologist. I was shocked. No, I get it. You got to also understand, I don't eat enough fish, and we as a household don't eat enough fish. So I get it. That's, yeah. I used to eat it until I read up on farm-raised fish. I tried to get wild caught. Yeah. No, by all means. That's the same way as, what? I'll buy a fucking Chinese-made product, too. I pick my battles. I'll buy American if I can. But there's so much foreign shit, especially Chinese shit. Look, I pick my battles. You don't want to eat the fish because it's farm. Fine, I got no problem with that. I don't eat enough of it. And it's not my battle. And it's a fish. It's a fish. Not all farm-raised fish is bad for you, though. Not all of it. Like I said, if you're fishing, check if your state has a listing. Most of the states will have a place where you can go online. You can find out the heavy metal content in the fish of any given body of water that you're going to fish in. That's super important. Just being wild does not mean that it's by default better. Sometimes it can be worse. She said, research them. I was just wondering why you chose. I know the reasons people don't want to do certain things. I just wanted to know why you didn't. Max says, I can get Yellowstone whiskey in Michigan. I'll give it a try. Yeah, Yellowstone single malt. Yellowstone American single malt. It's basically, it's scotch. Oh, it's beautiful. No peat. It's non-peated. I don't like peated scotch. Laurel said I had to stir the pot. That's fine. Laurel said, definitely with that. I prefer to buy my beef from local farmers. Yeah, people do what you're gonna do. Everybody's got to make the decision that's best for them. Pick your battles. There's a lot of battles. I can't fight them all. Gus says we are downwind of the Midwest. We get all the crap. But yeah, Yellowstone American Single Malt is what it's called. I think it's like 106 proof. Let's see here. Come on now. There we go. I'll find out here in a second. $108. I say it's 108 proof. That was close. Yeah, 108. Oh. If you like Scotch and you like non-peated Scotch, so like a Glenmorangie or something like that, you're going to love Yellowstone's American Single Malt. It's absolutely wonderful. It's a go-to. I try to keep it on hand all the time. It's like, ooh, spicy, flavorful. It's wonderful. It's selling for $50 to $70, depending upon where you buy it. Max says I like non-peated and gently peated. Yeah, if it's gently, it's okay. I've got a range here. So if folks come over and they like peated Scotch, I got Scotch for them. But I prefer a non-peated, in light, if any, but non-peated is my. So again, like a Glenmorangie or something like that. So yeah, you're gonna love this American tip of the hat to Scotch. It's the same thing. It's the same. You can get Scotch made in India, although that's usually way weaker proof. You can get Scotch made in Japan. They've got some nice Japanese Scotches, but they don't technically call them Scotches. It's got to come from Scotland. But same thing. It's wonderful. If you get yourself a bottle and you get yourself a pour, you're gonna go, ooh, doggy. That's some good sipping whiskey. It's really good stuff. There's certain whiskeys I push. If somebody, go get this, and there's others I say they're good. Like my default. It's not the best whiskey out there, but if you're ever in doubt, you get Elijah Craig Small Batch. It's a default whiskey. Nothing wrong with it. It's good whiskey. It's not going to offend anybody. It's a good, solid whiskey. Not too stout, not too weak. Good flavor profile, approachable to anybody. It's a whiskey I grab if I just want to not think too much, and that's fine. So good. My Elijah Craig Small Batch. But yeah, Yellowstone American Single Malt. Ooh, boy, that'll make you go, my goodness. It is a good. It's a good crisp. It's not too oily. It's good crisp Scotch. Scotch. Hey, we're after the 10 o'clock hour. Got me talking about whiskeys. Gus has seen my whiskeys. I got 2 banks of shelves. I got whiskey. 50 plus bottles. A lot of them are getting kind of low. Max says, I once drank nothing but single malt for several years and then realized I missed Seagram 7. Since then, I save the good stuff for more special occasions and go by Jim Beam and Dewar's. Yeah, Dewar's isn't bad. I got some Dewar's. Jim Beam. I got a lot of Beam products. Yeah, I'm not a single malt snob. There's a lot of blended whiskeys that are absolutely fantastic too. So it's like, yeah, don't shy away from them. Peggy says, I'm tired now, so good night all, and thank you, John. You're welcome, Peggy. Thank you for coming to the show. Again, say say hey to the young man again. Enjoy your fish. I should be closing it down. I'll be up bright and early putting out more content on this Independence Day, and then get out to work before it gets too hot. Devil's Cut is amazing, I can remember. I just can't remember the rest. Oh, Devil's Cut? Yeah, I always keep Devil's Cut on hand. And then there's Double Oak, Dark. There's a shit ton of them out there. Mac says, I'm out, Cowboy. Catch you later. Hey, thanks for making the show, Mac. See you on Facebook. Try to make the next show. Good to have you. Laura says, good night, Peggy. We're doing our good night, Grandma. Good night, John Boy. We used to do that in the service, too. Yeah, everybody. Good night, Grandpa. Good night, John Boy. But, again, hey, good show. A little milder, a little bit slower pace than usual, but it was okay. It was okay. Good to have some new faces in. Had 2 new faces, not including the young feller. Laurel says, good night all. Happy 4th, everyone. Happy Independence Day. I'll be around, as usual. But I will see you online. See you next Sunday. And again, good show. God bless. And take care.